Hey guys, welcome back to Prepping in Progress. I'm Steve. Today it's going to be Jeep talk, hopefully a little bit of prep talk, and another part of our Most Forgotten Preps series. So stay with me. Welcome back to the channel. Be sure to do the like, share, subscribe-y thingy. So we're going to bring the camera in closer in a minute, but yeah. The talk box over there, well, we're going to slowly pack it or repack it. And today's prep that is most forgotten, yeah. So a lot of us in our homes have the pantry and it's organized and we have it set up so that the oldest stuff is at the front, the newest stuff gets moved to the back, and we rotate our stock, and we know how many cans of beans, how many bags of rice, how many .223 boxes we have, how many different things we have in our homes and in our bug out locations and on our homestead, and we've got that pretty well organized. But like we've been seeing on the bug out bag breakdown, the inch bag breakdown, counting on something to be somewhere doesn't always work because we've pulled it out for another project or used it for something else. And the most forgotten prep that we're going to talk about as we deal with this is organization. So let's get started. So as we can see here, it's a mess. So first, let's start breaking down what we actually have in here and sorting out what's junk and what's treasure. We have hers Carhartt jacket and his Carhartt jackets. So that's a good thing to have. I have a side vest that I wear sometimes. Used it today, but antifreeze. The cargo netting for the cargo rack we saw. Parts of a ratchet strap. Now, don't hate yet. The ratchet straps have been used because we got the windows for the greenhouse, and the rest of them are actually in the back seat. Differential fluid to fill up the differentials in case there's an issue. Hey, a garbage sack. A selection of tools for working on the Jeep. A tow chain for those times when, yeah. Another ratchet strap piece. The slightly rebuilt, not completely done, but 3-day pack. Because even if it's not completely done, I want to have the options that it provides. These actually are just milk bone dog biscuits for the wolf whenever I see him, and we get to go play and do special treats. Miss K came into this marriage with a working pickup, and it has since died, but she had her own cargo netting from her pickup. So we put it in here. A 100-foot extension cord. This is actually a tool kit. This is a hobby, magnetic fishing for... Sometimes you just got to have some fun when you're out and about. Huh. You've seen this on other videos. This was supposed to be in the 3-day pack. What we have here is a fire starting kit. Now, I highly encourage you to get on Etsy, look for Mr. Outdoorsy. I believe he's probably watching the video. If you are, Mr. Corona, drop in and say hi. I'm going to put a link to his Etsy store. Mr. Outdoorsy makes fire starting kits. I can start a fire in the rain with this kit. With the flint and steel. Don't need the matches, but I've used them. He makes a great product. And I'm not just trying to sell you stuff because I want to sell you stuff. I want you to have the best gear possible. Now, there's Lone Wolf, who makes his own out in the woods. He is great at fire building. But for those of us who want a pre-made kit, that's it. Propane bottles for camp stove or light for the torch. I use the torch when I am dealing with issues of a frozen waterline nature. Duralast ratchet set. And you note that I'm trying not to just take everything out. Here's the tomahawk, and there's a reason why it's kind of not attached to the bag because of its size and whatnot, but I need to do that, and I probably will do that this weekend. So I'm just going to tell you something odd's been going on with the camera recently. Every once in a while it shuts off on its own like it just did, but we're going to keep on going. Green antifreeze works with the multi-vehicle antifreeze that I used up quite a bit of today. And the next one's a mistake. Traditionally, Jeeps take the orange antifreeze. However, I work with a radiator tech. We've been through it. We checked everything out. And mine will actually work not only with the green, but may actually work better with the green. So carrying a bottle of the orange, unless I'm planning on giving it away, it's really not necessary. So, yeah. We're going to move her jacket over for a minute. Someone suggested the tarp for the inch bag. There it is. Not in the inch bag. So far we have seen semi-corrected issues, namely the missing tarp, the missing fire starting kit, and we're still going to find some more stuff, I'm sure. License plate from her old pickup. I thought she might want it. Unfortunately, sentimentality can also lead to just junk and bad organization on your homestead. in your car, etc. This is one of my favorite preps. This is the 400 watt power inverter that I can alligator clip to my car battery and run things off of. And I have done it and used it to charge other things. So at this point, Rain-X 2-in-1 cleaner, flex tape. We're noticing a kind of a trend. A lot of the tools are loose, not put where they need to be, not where they're readily accessible, and everything is just scattered all around. We're going to get into even more when we head over to the back seat. You know, on this channel, we don't really talk a lot about the pew-pews. I've said from time to time, yes, I carry them. I carry a 45. I have long guns. But this isn't that kind of channel. Mostly because there are so many everyman out there blowing off rounds of ammunition, looking cool, talking about, you know, rucking in full combat gear, the whole nine. And I respect that, and I believe in that, and I believe you should be doing that. It's just not something I'm gonna do. Sorry guys, it's everyone does it, and they get the ratings, and then they get the strikes against them, and yeah. But today, and today only, we're going to bring out the fact that this is in the vehicle, including the first aid kit. And yeah, front and back. And yes, these mags are empty. They are somewhere nearby. Actually went out and trained the other day. So they've been reloaded for personal defense. Yes, the plate carrier has plates. Huh. Glass from our wedding. I don't know if you can see it, but over there are the jumper cables. We do have jumper cables. We have a padlock. Now I'm going to throw this out there because the padlock is not just a prep to carry with you in case you need to secure something. I actually have a plan to talk to one of my friends who does welding and has her own equipment about building a latch and a lockdown for my gas can to go on the cargo rack. Comfort food, chocolate pudding. I used to carry this for my stepdaughter or adopted daughter or whatever you want to call her, but since we parted ways, chocolate pudding. In this box over here we have 2 self-heating meals. 3/4 pound entree, king nut fancy fruit mix, squeezer chocolate peanut butter, M&M's chocolate, peanut candies, salt-free seasoning blend, salt and pepper, cutlery, napkin set, moist towelette, tropical flunch flavored drink mix. We have 2 of these, and then the rest of the box is complete chocolate drink meals. High protein meal replacement shake. Why do I do this? Because that's a lot smaller, quicker, and easy to carry. Now, in addition to that, we do have an Augustin Farms 48-hour emergency food kit. And it just sits there in the back. But herein lies the thing. All this stuff has been spread out, laid out, just shoved it willy-nilly. So it's time for me to start working on putting it in some semblance of order. I'm going to get started. So like we've been talking about, our forgotten prep for the day is organization. You can look in there. The white you see is a blanket. The orange and green are ratchet straps. The green backpack is a little bit of radio gear, a little bit of self-protection gear. That's a 12-gauge shotgun. Yeah. T-shirt from work. Not really sure if I'm even going to wear this, or actually it's a polo. It's just there because they handed them out. Now, I don't know if you could see it earlier, but I have a big green talk box that I was given I bought from a prepper down in Mina. Scott is a good friend, and I think he let me buy it from him for Christmas because he wasn't selling or giving away any of them. In that talk box, I've got a little bit of fishing gear, a bunch of dehydrated Gatorade, a couple of Mountain House meals, another medium tarp. Now here's the deal. I didn't know that medium tarp was in there. I had forgotten about it. Part of your organization, it's not just, oh, I've got that in my bag and you don't. It's, I don't have a tarp in there. Oh, wait, I do. So I put the tow chain in there. This isn't really prep gear. It's linseed oil for my martial arts weapons, a headband that I usually keep with my preps, but yeah, one of my favorite and most precious headbands, or scarves, whatever you want to call it. A blanket. Why do I keep this blanket in here? Well, it's not just that it's winter and I may end up, cold, but I keep it in there for the purposes of sleeping long term if I have to walk away from something. A slightly bent cup. I think we're getting the point, though, that your preps need to be organized. In here we have some radio gear and the magazines for that rifle. I believe one mag has birdshot, the rest have buck and slug. from the days we were all asked to wear masks. Work gloves. Now these I am going to keep in the back seat under the seat because that's where I'll need them. Generally working on the Jeep or doing other things. More ratchet straps. Good news is you can never have too many ratchet straps. The bad news is you need to keep them together. These actually need to go in the house. Guy at work gave them to me. I had started to train with the Psy right before I ended up having to move up here. So, yeah. Time to get back into it. A couple other things that I'm going to show you just because before we get started with rearranging. This is my other first aid kit. See, I do have first aid kits. So far I think we found, what, 2? Actually, I found 3. I don't know if the time lapse was moving on the other part of the video, but the Jeep actually has a lift-up compartment for tools in the back, and I've got another first aid kit there as well. So, yay! Magazine pouch for my 45. Another toolkit. We'll put this in the back. And I've been playing with my ham radios. So, yep, it's on. And the cool thing for me is I've got my vehicle radio running to my battery, so I just have to reach up and touch the button. KF5YGB. They work. Testing your preps. KF5YGB, looking for any ham radio preppers on 146/420 megahertz. Probably no one in this area. But hey, more chocolate. Can't have enough chocolate. That's where we're sitting. Completely and totally disorganized. Preps mixed in with daily stuff. You saw me pull out bad food for my lunch, or bowl from my lunch from a week ago. So for today, the lesson is organization, appreciation, and put it back when you're done using it. Replenish your stockpiles, put things away. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this back in the vehicle. I'm going to put the trash in the trash can, and we're going to put the talk box back on the back of the Jeep because I haven't actually carried the talk box in a long time. So, I'm going to get busy. Okay, so we lost the light. Lesson learned. I took the cargo rack off to show you guys, and somehow, some way, I lost the pin that goes in to, yeah, and spent some time looking for it and found out it was on top of that battery box that I had. It's a jump box, air compressor, the whole nine. It's actually powering the light right now. Found it, got it put in. Now, we're talking about the talk box. Right now, the most expensive thing in there is the tow chain. So I'm going to attach this to the back of the Jeep on the tow rack. It shouldn't wander off. I'm going to put a couple of tow straps on it, or ratchet straps. And like I said, I want to talk to my friend Tina about welding a bar on here that has a combination lock or something, or a hasp, so that I can keep that on there. Anyway, I also want to put on, a couple of my jerry cans of gas. So, organization, knowing where your stuff is. I did bring the bug out bag down and the dog biscuits so that we could keep things level so they wouldn't just fall over the first time I hit the gas. But, yeah, that's where we're at. Still have to redo the inch bag, but I took the tarp that way toward the door. So, thanks for staying with us. There's going to be a bang, maybe not. And, yeah, we'll see you next time.